Hi guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you're doing well. This episode, All American, season 6, episode 9, the 100th episode. I can't believe we actually made it to 100 episodes, or it's actually happened. Because with this, not generation, but this new, thing with CW, it's probably going to be the last one to make it to 100 episodes. I just, with everything going on with CW right now, it's probably the last show to make it, and any show making it to 100 episodes is such a milestone, and I'm so happy that if this really is the last one on the CW to make it, that it was this show. Because, first of all, yeah, because I'm a fan and I watch it, but also I just think this was such, and it still is, but this was such an important show, and it is, because of what it stands for, and I talked about this in 2 episodes ago or something, that I'm pretty sure was one of the only shows, or the only show on the CW, or just teen drama, on the CW at least, that it has a majority African American cast, black cast. It's such an important show, and has taught so many important things, and just showed inclusivity and everything. And I think it's just so good that we made it, and especially because this is probably the last season, and it's really starting to feel like it. And I've said it before, this season was kind of giving me final season energy. Oh my gosh, energy. I'm not sure why, but it just was. It just was. And this episode kind of was like that. It might have just been because they were reminiscing about everything and giving us flashbacks, which was, I'm happy they did that. But I don't know, it's just, I was emotional this episode, and I didn't plan on being it. It's just because it's just starting to feel like the end. And, I mean, also because I think we found out today that they took down or started, cleaning up or getting rid of the James house in Crenshaw. I can't think of her name. The actress that plays Grace. It starts with a K, I know, I can't think of it right now. She posted about it, and she didn't say that the show's canceled. She said, we don't know what did she say? The fate of her show or whatever. We don't know what's happening, but And it makes sense, because most likely if they do a season 7 and it's not the new generation and Spencer is still there, he's living in the beach house, but he's also maybe gonna move and for the NFL. And not only that, if they do the new generation thing, yeah, Spencer's not gonna be able to be there, because so I get it, and that maybe won't mean anything. The fact that they're doing that is really telling me that this is the end, and this season is the end of Spencer's journey. And that's what hit me so hard today, because it's yes, obviously shows need to end eventually. Do I wish shows went on forever so I don't have to lose characters and ships? 100%. And this is one of the shows that I think that, yes, I know it needs to end eventually, because I don't want it to be dragged on, but it's also I'm not ready to lose them. It's just, I'm not mentally there. And just seeing her post that a few hours before this episode, and then starting this episode, I was just getting emotional, and I cried. And I was not planning on crying. And it's just this is the first 100th episode that I cried during, or at least I think. I might be wrong. Because, I've watched many 100 episodes, or 100th episodes in the past, or quite a few. But this is the second one I actually watched live. So, it's a big deal to actually experience it. I think the only other one was Riverdale, and I didn't watch the first 4 episodes of season 6, because the 100th episode for Riverdale was season 6, episode 5. I didn't watch them but I watched the 100th episode live because I'm like, I need to watch it live. Like, you know, I'll go back and watch the other episodes later. Honestly, worst decision in my life because I did not understand shit. I was so confused. Oh my gosh. I still am, to be honest. Like, I did eventually, like, when I watched season 6 when it dropped on Netflix, I did understand it more. But it's just, it was a bit different. It was a lot. But this one was just so well done, or at least I think, that it got me like, wow, like, you know, and it's just I'm so happy I was able to experience it like live, you know. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, the Rookie, I experienced that 100th episode live as well recently. Well, not live, I watched it at like 2 in the morning because the storm fucked up my DVR, and like when it started airing, we were in the basement because there was a tornado warning, and it was like pretty severe, even though like everything was fine. And so I was like, if 15 minutes later, I was like, okay, let's go upstairs, like we're ready to go. And then the warning fucked up our recording, and I thought that on the ABC app it was going to be on at like midnight, so I was like, okay, I'll stay till then. And then it was not, in fact. And I knew Hulu was going to be out at 4 in the morning. I was like, okay, I will wait if I have to. Like, I will do this. Like, I need to. And then I was, like, getting so tired. I was like, okay, I was like, reading and everything. I was reading, I was coloring, I was, like, doing all the shit to stay up. And I ended up buying the episode on Amazon because I was so fucking desperate and watching it. So, you know, that was a bit, like, of a different experience. But, you know, it's still the 100th episode. It's still a big deal. But this one in particular, I don't know. It was hitting hard. It's just, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional about this show ending. Because, like, yeah, it's gone downhill. Like, I'll say that. Even though season 6, and I said this last episode, season 6 is really high on my ranking. It's probably in my, like, top 3 favorite seasons of this show. Maybe, or number 4. Like, I like this season more than season 4 and season 5. Season 5 for sure. I did really like season 4 though. But this season, I'm really enjoying it. And I think, even though it, like, the show is going downhill, or like has, and it's kind of going back up. And I think, yes, of course, it does need to end eventually because it just needs, like, I agree. Like, one more season would be great to wrap everything up. But if we can't, we can't. But I'm still, like, when this show ends, if it really is the end, like, I'm gonna be a fucking disaster. Like, I just see how I was this episode. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I don't know why this episode kind of felt like a series finale in a way. And that's what was getting me emotional. And there was just so much because they've all been working on, like, the championship. Even though last episode I called it a state championship, which was not the case. I was thinking about One Tree Hill, and theirs was state championship, but the national championship, they've been working on that, like, forever. Like, yeah, NFL as well, but, like, it's been leading up to this, like, a champion, like, all the championships, you know, and they've been working their asses off, and to actually, like, see it as well, and if this really is the final season, like, actually being able to see it was incredible. And they kind of did the damn thing with, like, this, like, the championship scenes. They really did. I was having a good ass time because I was worried that they weren't going to show as much as they did. And I'm like, and I don't know why I thought that. It's just, they sometimes don't show as much football for, like, the football games as I would like. I want to see, like, they show 5 minutes, maybe a little more. I like to see a little bit more just because, I mean, you know, I just want to see more. And so I was worried about it but then I was also thinking about this a couple hours ago when I was in the shower. I was like, okay, there's no way in hell they are just doing it 5 minutes, like showing 5 minutes of it or a little more. Like, they're gonna probably go all out. Like, they probably went all out because they filmed at the fucking Rose Bowl. Like, that's huge. Like, I remember when I saw, like, they were filming at the Rose Bowl for the 100th episode, I'm like, okay, like, they're really going full out. And as they should. I mean, 100th episode, that's such a big deal. Like I said, with like, especially just in general, like it's always been such a big deal to make it to 100th episodes. Like always has, but especially right now with like how many shows getting canceled, it's like it's pretty rare for shows, especially like teen shows. It's pretty rare, and so it's such a big deal. And yeah, I expected him to go full out, but when I saw the Rose Bowl, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, okay, they really need to go crazy. And they kind of did. Like, I had a good ass time during like this championship. Even though, was I stressed? Was I panicking? For sure. Did I almost cry at one point? And I still haven't figured out why. Yeah, but it was so good. Like the fucking rain was incredible. I am pissed off we didn't get any rain kiss. We didn't get a rain hug. We didn't even get them looking at each other in the rain. Like, I would have been fine with that, at least. We didn't get that. But it was fine because it felt so cinematic, honestly. For All American, the filming was really fucking good. I'm not saying the filming's bad. It's just, you know what I mean. With the CW show, I kind of don't expect them to go crazy. But it looked really fucking good. Like, I forgot that I was watching a CW show for a second. I don't know if that was just me, and it might be the fact that I'm really fucking tired. I've been working all day, so I'm like really tired. So that might have been it. I might have been a little bit delusional and just like kind of spacing out. So who the hell knows? That could have been the case. But it just felt so cinematic, and it felt really sick. Because like, usually in like these big games, they do some shit like that. Like the rain, the thunder, or like just some big moments. They do rain and thunder, not just games. But you know, it's like during a big battle or whatever, they do rain, thunder, like big, huge shit. And they were doing that, not the thunder part. But you know, they were doing it and it looked so cool. Like just everyone soaking wet, like in like running in the rain, not in a weird way. I feel like I have to say that because people are like insane and will think weird things about that. But you know what I mean. It's like it looked cool. It really did. And it's just like the football. Like I like watching people play football in the rain. I don't know why. Like I'm not a big football watcher, but you know, it's just there's something cool about it when they're playing in the rain. So I was living for it. Even though I was panicking. I mean, I was panicking. This is the most stressed I've been over an All-American episode, and the most excited and hyped I've been in a while. Even though I said last episode, like, I was really hyped for first episode of season 6, because we, like, were on hiatus. I mean, not even you know what I mean. Because of the strike, we were, like, it had been almost a year. So I was, like, desperate. But I honestly was way more excited for this episode, because just like the anticipation. It's the 100th episode. I knew they were gonna go crazy, and everyone was posting about it. And yeah, like it is the 100th episode, huge milestone. Like so many shows can't make it to that, even if they deserve it. And so like of course everyone was posting. But when I saw like Daniel even posted, and yeah, it is the 100th episode. He directed it, which first of all, incredible job. He did great. But when he posted, I was like, oh shit, so this is huge. I mean, yeah, obviously, like I said, 100th episode. But when I saw he posted, I was like, oh shit. And I'm seeing that, or before I started this, I saw that Samantha still has not. So, I love Samantha, but girl needs to come back on Instagram. I miss her. She has not posted since 2022. Like, give me some content, girl. I'm still hoping after this, like, I'll go on Instagram, see what everyone's saying, and girly would make a post. I'm hoping. Maybe not. But, like, I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. I'm such a mess already. It's just so good. And, like, oh my gosh. Like, I was stressed going into it for many reasons. Because I didn't really know what to expect besides the championship. And some shit was, oh my gosh, Jordala. I kind of knew about that. Bolivia, I kind of knew because at the 100th, party, Samantha and Daniel were teasing like a scene, and everyone was saying it was in this episode, which I'm pretty sure it was, which I will get into in a bit. So like I was worried and I was stressed, I was anxious about that, but mostly the game, because yes, I assumed that they were gonna win. Like I was like, there's no way in hell they're not having oh my gosh, GAU win. Like, Spencer is gonna have to win. Like, they're not gonna let Coastal win. Like, I feel like that would have been a good, like, what, not transition, oh my gosh, like, plot, not even plot twist, shock, but I had a feeling because they had them win last season, even though we didn't even get to see it, they had Asher win one. So, like, good for him. Like, I'm happy for him. And then I was like, because they already won. They probably did that so Asher would win one. Like, come on. Let's give it to them. I was going to lose my shit if they lost. And I almost did. Because when Asher showed up and, like, decided, oh, I'm going to fucking play. No. I died. I remember, I could not, like, if you could see me when I was watching it, I was on my phone, I was texting my mom, she was asking me a question, even though she was, like, I think in her damn room, which is, like, a couple feet away from me, from, like, my room, she was texting me about something, and I was, like, kind of distracted, and then, like, I knew, like, he just gave his great speech to, like, Coastal, and then Wade was like, why don't you play? He said that, and Jabari was like, yeah, and I remember just sitting there like, there is no way in hell he's doing it. I was like, okay, you know, there's, like, no. I put my phone down, because I was like, hell no. Like, this is not happening. For many reasons. First of all, he shouldn't, it's dangerous. Also, because I thought he was a coach, which he is, but, you know, Montes apparently kept him on the roster just in case, which was kind of smart, like, to be fair. Like, the fact that they thought of that was smart, but it's still stupid because Montes should have thought about the fact that he has a heart condition, so he probably shouldn't even be on the roster. And also, he is a coach. Like, I get he's on the roster, but he's also a coach as well, so, you know, that was wrong. But when he showed up on the field in the jersey and everything, I froze. I was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on? Because I expected him not to do it. Because I thought, because he, like, the episode before, or 2 episodes before, whichever one, honestly, I don't remember. But when, like, Jamie got mad at him and said, you have to choose. And he obviously chose Jamie. And the baby, I was like, okay, like, there's no way. Like, he already did that. Freak Jamie out. Jamie can't do it. Like, she'll probably, like, break up with him if he does anything stupid. Like, we need to, like, he's not gonna do it. He's gonna choose Jamie. And when he came out, I was like, oh my gosh, like, Jamie's gonna fucking kill you. It's like, first of all, that, but also, you're like, are you not thinking about the fact you might die? Like, yeah, your heart is the best it has been in 3 years, but that doesn't mean that, like he said, there are still risks. You could still die. You could still have, like, a heart attack or something. What the hell were you thinking? It's like, I honestly, in that moment, I thought Jamie was about to lose her shit. And she honestly handled it a lot better than I thought. Because, if I were her, I would have lost my shit. And I would have, like, gone down there immediately and be like, fuck you. Like, you literal asshole. Why would you put yourself in danger like that? And it's like, oh my gosh. And now that he explained it at the end of the episode, I get why he did it. And I'm happy he got the closure he needed. But I honestly, when he came out, I thought they were going to win. Like, and he made he scored right away. He got a touchdown right away. I was like, okay, so we're fucked. You know, we're going to lose. It's great. You know, yay, 100th episode. JU's going to lose. I really thought that, especially because they were it was like 14 seconds left or some shit. Like, something like that, of the last fucking quarter. I was like, okay, so we're done. Happy 100th episode. Like, I really thought they were going to do that twist and have us lose. I don't know why. I just thought, like, I was like, I didn't know what they were going to do. And, like, I just thought they were going to lose. Thankfully, they didn't. Oh my gosh, I would have lost my mind. Like, yes, I do like Asher a lot more now. Like, I've gone over this. Like, he's improved so much. Great character development. He's, like, a lot better than he was. But I still didn't want him to win. Because, first of all, they already won. They were the champions before. But not only that, it's like, Jordan and Spencer deserve to win. And even if I didn't like Jordan and Spencer as much as I do, I would still say they deserve to win. Like, the show is about Spencer. He needs to win a national championship. Like, come on now. So I'm happy they did that, because I was nervous, especially with Mac, which, praise the Lord, Kenny was back. Oh my gosh, I missed him, because Mac was pissing me off. Like, he pissed me off last episode with the whole Jordan thing. And then this episode when Spencer was like, we need to play from our heart. Like, come on, like, that's what's going to help us. Even though they were doing great, he's like, we need to play from our heart. Like, we got this. And he's 100% correct. Like, yes, analytics, like Mac said, got us there. But as well, like, playing from the heart. Like, if you don't have your heart in it, it's done. Like, you don't give a shit. It's like, you're not going to, you need your heart in it as well. Like, analytics is such a big part. Like, yeah, that does help a lot. Like, probably almost as much. But your heart, that's, like, the biggest thing. If your heart's not in what you're doing, it's not going to work. So, like, he was right. And I'm happy that Kenny got Mac to shut up and let Spencer take control, because that's literally how Asher scored. He had his heart in it. It wasn't just the analytics. Like, he had his heart. The whole team did. Like, they got it. And they won because of that. So, Mac, I hope he got fired, even though we're probably never going to see him again. Or maybe we will, but not really coaching, because Spencer's leaving. So, like, can he get fired? Like I mean, Matt, I even liked him to start with, because he's a pain in the ass. Like, Kenny's such a good coach, because, yeah, Kenny, like, yeah, okay, here's the thing. Kenny does favor Spencer, which I don't like, but he's gotten better. And he also doesn't just look at analytics like Mac. Mac doesn't give a shit about the heart. He just wants you to fucking win. Kenny, he cares about you. He wants everyone to play from the heart, that he wants them to enjoy it as much as he wants them to win. Like, Mac needs to go. It's like, I really hope we never see him again, because if we do, he better get fired or get punched by someone. It's just like, what the fuck? It's just pissing me off, because when I saw Kenny was in the promo pictures for this episode, I thought Mac wasn't going to be around, or at least I didn't see Mac, or I'm just an idiot and just didn't pay enough attention to that. But, like, I thought he wasn't going to be in this episode, and I honestly didn't for a bit until the analytics talk was brought up. I was like, oh shit, you're here. Where have you been? And apparently he was there the whole time. Like, during the commercial break, I rewinded to, like, see. I was like, was he there the whole fucking time and I'm just an idiot? And he was. I just don't care. He was also kind of blending into everyone else. Like, everyone else with the hat and everything. I don't know. It's just, he is a piece of shit. And I need him gone. I'm, like, so happy Kenny's back. I really hope Asher, I mean, he's not gonna do this, but I would like Asher to, like, switch to GAU just because, like, I feel like he would, or, like, replace Mac. If someone's gonna replace Mac, I want it to be Asher. Like, obviously that's not gonna happen, but Asher would be such a better, like, assistant coach, even though I don't even think Mac is an assistant coach. But then Kenny is the head coach. Who the hell knows? But I think, or not even replace him, Ash could teach him a few things. I mean, his, like, speech to Coastal was great. Like, honestly, that just showed me how much he's improved. And, like, yeah, we've known he's had great development. He's gotten a lot better. But that whole scene just kind of showed, like, he really is a 10 times better guy than where he started. He's, like, the way he's, like, just, like, you need to play, like, from your heart, like, just, even if we don't win, leave a legacy, like, leave a print there, like, you gotta show, like, them, you tried, you, like, did the best, basically, and, like, just leave a legacy, like, even if you can't win. And, like, that was so good, because most of the time, I feel like coaches would be like, fuck you, if you don't win, like, you need to try, like, get your acts together, like, let's go. He didn't. He was very nice, he was very supportive, and he kind of got the team, like, let's fucking go, like, let's go crazy. Clearly not Wade, because he was pissed off that 2 of the players were injured, which I get, but then also you're a piece of shit, and you hurt people on the other team when you were playing at GAU. So, he needs to pipe down. Still don't know how the hell he got cleared to play. just, like, but seeing Asher, like, do all that, it's like, I really think he's gonna, like, become the head coach by the end of the season. I really think he will. Especially because there's a still, or not a, no, not a still. There was a synopsis for next episode, or the episode after. Episode 10 or 11. I don't remember which one it was, but there was a synopsis, and it said something about Asher finding something out about Montes. So maybe he's going to become the head coach because the actor passed away. I'm not really sure. I am shocked, though, that they still have Montes, like, around. I mean, obviously he hasn't been shown because he passed away when they were filming, like, episode 2 or 3. Because he was in the first episode. But I was expecting them to bring it up sooner. And it's, like, they're still kind of, like, he's still around. And, like, right now, he has pneumonia and he was in the box. Which, honestly, is a pretty smart way to keep him going on and just saying he's in different places. Because there was some point that he wasn't brought up in an episode. And so I thought he just, like, he just, like, left the team. Or, like, something happened and they weren't telling us. But I'm happy that they said, like, why he wasn't, like, there. He was at the championship, but, like, not on the field. Because it's, like, I thought they were just going to pretend like nothing happened and he just couldn't show up to the game. So I was like, that was going to piss me off because he would be there if he could, you know? So, I mean, I think they're going to have pneumonia, like, kill him or something. Or, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it because there's no way they're going to keep, like, Montes around because they can't, unless they, replace the actor, they can't do it. And I don't know if they will replace the actor. So, because I haven't heard anything about it, so kind of, I need to see, like, where they go from there. Like, I really think if they do, like, end up having, like, his character exit, because of what happened to the actor, Asher will become the new head coach. Or not even head coach, but he'll replace, actually, yes, head coach, because Montes was head coach, even though he has the other coach there who was helping him, who seemed chill, seemed way better than Mac. I think Asher will still take over because I feel like Montes has a soft spot for Asher and really likes him, and I just think Asher would be a good fit. And they're obviously going down that route, like he will become it by the end of the show, and because the end of the show is probably happening right now. Maybe next episode or the finale. I don't know. I feel like if it's not next episode, it will for sure be the finale where he becomes head coach for Coastal or another team, because it was confirmed somewhere. I don't know where. I just saw it was confirmed. I saw it on somebody said it was confirmed on Twitter that because we don't know if it's getting renewed or not, they're filming the season finale as a series finale just in case they don't get picked up. So I think they're gonna do that if they don't, or if he doesn't get picked as head coach next episode, because it is heading down that route, and I've been saying that for a while. Like, he's obviously gonna become head coach no matter what, like, or head coach of some team, maybe not Coastal, who the hell knows, but he will do it. And, like, there was a point this episode that I thought maybe they were going to, like, drop that storyline and have him start playing for Coastal again when he, like, came out, because you could see how excited he was, like, when he scored, like, how happy he was to be out on the field. And for a second, I'm so serious, I thought he died when he was laying on the floor. I was like, oh, fuck up. They're gonna kill Asher in the 100th episode. Like, happy 100th episode, Asher dies. Like, yeah, I would prefer Asher dying over many other characters, but, like, I would also prefer other characters to die over him. So it's like, I was panicking for a second. I almost cried because I was like, what the hell kind of 100th episode is this? They're gonna kill off someone. Thankfully that didn't happen, but it's like when I saw him, I was like, okay, they're gonna have him come back. Like, they're gonna make him play. Like, that's how the season's gonna end. Like, he's gonna decide to start playing football again, or at least at the end of this episode, they were gonna have him decide that he's ready to come back. And, like, as cool as that would be, because how, like, much he loved football and how that was such a big part of his life, 100%, I'm also happy that that was not the case, because I think he's grown so much as a person from becoming head coach. I think he would have grown even if he didn't, like, if he still played football, but I think having that huge, like, change, like, finding out he can't play football anymore, and, like, adjusting his life, and, like, getting away from that, and then starting to coach, I think it just really changed him for the better, and I think it was the best decision to do. So I'm so happy he decided not to. Like, yeah, I'm happy we got to see him on the field last time and see all of them playing together. Actually, technically no, because I don't even think Spencer was on the field. But actually, maybe, I don't know if Asher was on the field during the final play. If he was, then I think he was. So then they all did play together. Like, that was sick, and I'm happy we got to see that, because also Asher didn't get to play in the championship in season 3 because he found out he had the heart condition before the game. And so I was happy to see that one last time and see them get to all play together. Like, that was such a cool thing to do for the 100th episode, have them all play together one last time. And then also, like, have Asher go home to Jamie and, like, tell her that he doesn't want to play again. And even Jamie, I liked how supportive she was, because, like, yeah, she was freaking the fuck out, obviously, for, like, good reason. And then, like, she came around and was like, if you want to play, like, this, like, she saw how happy he was, she saw, like, how incredible he is, even though she probably already knew that. And, like, she was like, if you want to do it, like, go for it, like, 100%. But he literally was like, no. You know, like, he needed that closure because he couldn't play this championship, the last championship. He just wanted to play one last game because he couldn't. Like, the championship would have been his last game, but he couldn't even play that. He just wanted closure. He wanted to do it one more time with Spencer and Jordan, and then just done. Like, he just needed that closure because I had a feeling that a part of me thought he was going to go back, but then I also didn't, because he seems, like, so happy with coaching. And he also knows that if he does start to play, he's at risk, and he's happy with Jamie and the baby. And it's just, like, it was a good way to do the 100th episode with Asher's character. It was a good thing to do what they did with Asher's character in the 100th episode. I don't know if that made sense. Like, I feel like in 100 episodes, you have to, or in the 100th episode, you have to do, like, big things. And they obviously did with, like, the championship, but you have to do, like, big things with characters. And big, like, revelations or whatever. I don't even know if that was the right word. If it's not, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like, they have to do big things. And they really did a good job with Asher. And, like, it showed his growth. Even the flashbacks and him going to the field and meeting up with Jordan and Spencer and reminiscing. And even they were talking about, like, they were all asses. I mean, Spencer was kind of the least one. Like, he was an ass to them for good reason. I mean, they were a piece of shit back then. But, like, them reminiscing about, like, how much they've grown and all that. It was just so nice. Like, all of that. I think all the flashbacks they did were so good. Because in the 100th episode, when you're there, I feel like you have to do like, some sort of flashback. And so I was really happy when they did it, and also, like, brought people back. Like, I thought it was just this, the way they did it was really good. Just, I liked how we got to see Spencer go to, like, Crenshaw and also Beverly Hills, and then that park he used to play, or that field he used to play when he was younger. Just, like, reminiscing and, like, trying to clear his head before the game and get closure. And, like, just try to get, like, mentally ready. And especially because this is his last game before he goes to the NFL. Like, he's not going to have another year. Like, he needs to wrap his head around that. He just needs to, like, closure. Just, like, it's just, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm saying, but it was just so good the way they did that with him as well. And the fact, like, obviously they brought Chris back, which we knew going into it, but the fact that they brought Sean, like, back in his dream, and Coop was seeing him too, oh my gosh, I lost my shit. When I saw him, okay, to be fair, when he first popped up in the dream, I was like, there's no way in hell that is Sean. There's no way that's him. And then I looked it up quickly to make sure that it was him, and I was just, like, wasn't, like, being an idiot, and, like, I thought it was delusional. I'm thrilled I'm not. I wasn't. But I was so happy they brought him back, because with 100 episodes, again, you need to bring people back, and I think so many shows do that a lot. Or, like, you do that in 100th episodes or the finale, or series finale. Like, you bring people back. And I'm happy they brought him back, because I'm still sad about his death. I remember bawling my eyes out when he died, and I just thought it was so nice, especially, like, Coop, like, seeing him as well, because I don't know, like, they kind of got closure for, like, from his death, but also not, because, like, it was really, like, sudden, and it's just, I'm happy they brought him back to, like, no, they're still obviously thinking about him, and just, I don't know, I just thought that was a good way for Spencer to figure out, like, he needed to clear his head and go to, like, to the fields, and just, like, wrap his head around the fact of everything, and just literally clear his mind so he's ready. Like, he needs to focus on just the game, and that's why, like, Sean was, like, showing up in his dreams, apparently. It's, like, it was great. I loved that. I just love seeing him. I love seeing Chris, obviously, because I adore Chris. I always have. Like, sometimes he pissed me off, but, you know, for the most part, I enjoyed him, and I was just so happy to see him back, because there were so many characters I wish were in this episode, or, like, when I thought about the 100th episode, I was like, before we knew anything, I was like, okay, who are they going to bring back? Because they're obviously going to. Of course, I did not think about Sean, but I had a feeling they were going to bring back Chris. I had a feeling they were going to bring back, what the hell is his name? I went through this last episode, too. The Corey's, like, son, but, like, the guy who's, like, Corey's other son. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. I just cannot think of the name. I can picture him, but I can't figure it out. I thought he was going to come back. Okay, honestly, those were the only two people I kind of thought. I thought, before I knew last episode was the one Tay was going to guest star in, I thought he was going to show up this episode. And he did in a way from a flashback, but, you know, like, not really. But I'm just, even though I wish they all showed up, I'm so happy Chris showed up, because he was just such a big part of Spencer's journey here, and, like, just season 3 especially, but just his journey. Like, he used to play with Spencer, they've been friends forever, he was, like, a part of, like, his old Crenshaw group, like, he's just such an essential part of his journey, and bringing him back, like, and having him, like, talk with him before the game was just, like, great, and having him at the game as well, like, that was so cute. I'm so happy they did that. Because, like, yeah, I would have been fine if he wasn't there as well, but I think him being there was so special because of his journey, Spencer's journey with him, and how he's just such a crucial part of it. So, I mean, all of that, like, all the storylines with, like, Spencer, Asher, like, this episode were really well done, honestly. I mean, I think so. I thought it was so cute, like, the scene with Grace and Spencer, her going to help him, and then, like, giving him, like, a piece of each field he's ever played in, and then giving him a box to put the field he plays in the NFL. Like, that was so cute. I thought that was just such a special thing to do, and just such a sweet thing to do. I don't know that many people who would do something like that, you know? Like, it was really sweet. It's just, I love Grace. I really do. She's such a good mom. Like, my gosh. It's just, like, all of it was just so cute. And it's like, I think those were my favorite, like, kind of stories this episode, or, like, this episode probably. Like, all the other ones were good. I mean, I enjoyed all of them. I just think those were the best ones, because I think they knew they needed to, like, do some shit like this, and, like, get closure on different things, and have, like, them deal with, like, different things, and show flashbacks to help them, like, not even wrap things up, but, like, because the state champion's such a big deal, like, get ready for that moment. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made any fucking sense. I hope it did. I think those were the best parts of the episode, honestly. And I'm going to be honest, when they were on the field, and Asher said something about called Jordan J, I was an idiot, and I thought they were talking about JJ. I'm like, there's no way in hell they got Hunter back on the show. I was like, there's no way. And then I realized they were talking about Jordan. I was like, okay, like, that's fine. I was like, because I said this before. I'll say it again. I don't like JJ. I used to. Then he basically slut-shamed Leila. Lost all my respect for him. You know? Like, it's like, oh my gosh, like, that damn scene of, like, the three of them together on the field, like, reminiscing about, like, their first time and getting the flashbacks to, like, their first time playing together, like, that was so cute. Like, I just love in, like, episodes, like, milestone episodes when they reminisce about shit. And I don't know why, I just really like that, because I think you need to do that in a show, especially a show that goes on for so long. You need to, like, reminisce about shit. You can look back and talk about stuff, you know? That was so cute. I really don't know why I loved this episode so much. I just thought it was good. Like, yeah, was there shit I didn't like as much? Sure. But, like, could I have done, like, without the Miko storyline this episode? Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, did I like it in a way? Sure, totally. But I wish they waited till, like, next episode or something, because I was hoping, because it was the final or, like, the 100th episode, they were going to have the focus be, like, championship, which it obviously was, and that was kind of a side story, but I was hoping it was just the championship with a few, like, things there, and not the Miko thing. Like, I don't know why I did think they were going to bring that up, but then a part of me thought maybe, like, at the end of the episode, they were going to have, like, they were going to find out Miko was guilty or something. But, I mean, obviously that didn't happen. And, like, this kind of threw me off, because now I don't really know where shit's going to go, because Miko apparently got arrested 3 years ago for maybe stalking someone. I mean, I get what Laura was saying to Coop about just making assumptions, because she is, like, obviously the case is sealed, or, like, yeah, the case is sealed. She cannot figure anything out. Like, she cannot look into it. Like, it's illegal. And she's just making assumptions. And yeah, I do believe that Miko did stalk the girl for, like, because of what she did with Patience, and also the fact that Patience kind of looks like her. And then when Coop, like, went to go find that person, which probably was not smart, and she was, like, saying, I have an NDA, I said an NDA, just stay away from her. I was like, okay, you telling us to stay away from her, it's kind of, like, is, like, okay, she's insane, like, yes, she stalked me, but, and, like, also the NDA thing, it might be something completely different, but I feel like that might have been the case. But then Coop wanting to, like, do something illegal to be able to prove that Miko did stalk Patience and also stalk someone else is actually insane. Like, Coop has improved so much, and I've said that already, but, like, I'm gonna say it again. She's improved so much. If she does that, I'm gonna be so pissed off, because that fucked her up. Like, that will fuck her character development up. Like, yeah, she didn't kill anyone, but she's trying to go into like, she's in law school. She's trying to become a lawyer, and she's gonna do something illegal to prove her girlfriend wrong. Like, if it was not anyone else, but if she was, like, the actual lawyer and it was not her girlfriend, she would not be doing that. She would try to get proof in other ways. Like, she's gonna do anything she can for Patience, which I appreciate, because yes, Patience is your girlfriend, you love her, but it's going to fuck everything up, and you are going to lose the trial. Like, you are probably going to end up in jail or something because you do something stupid, and Miko's going to run. Or, like, be free. And, like, Laura was 100% right. Like, for questioning, like, her ability to be a lawyer if she's going to do that. Like, you cannot be a lawyer if you're going to do some shit like that. Like, yeah, lawyers are sketchy, but, like, if you're trying to become one, don't do it. Maybe later do it. I don't approve of it. But it's like, Laura, I'm not with Laura on that. like, completely, like, 100%. Like, Laura knows what she's doing. I like how she knows, like, Coop's doing this because she cares about patients. It's not like she's gonna be an awful lawyer. It's just she cares for patients. But if she does it, law school down the drain, she's not gonna be able to become a lawyer. It's just like, Coop, girl, she's gotta get her act together. Like, I was so proud of her for how far she's come. But then she might do something illegal for patients. Like, yes, I get, you don't want her, you want me to go to jail, like, pay for what she did to patients. Like, yes, I completely understand, and I'm with you on that. But, like, you cannot get a case file that's sealed because it's going to, like, fuck everything up. Like, Miko's team is going to throw that against you and be like, how the hell did you get that? That is sealed, and you're probably going to get put in jail or something. So I'm really hoping next episode, if it gets brought up again, or, like, next few episodes, whenever it gets brought up, Laura does some shit. Because I like how Laura is Coop's kind of, like, mentor right now. Like, I think it's nice. And I need Laura to do what she's been doing and, like, call Coop out and really sat her down and say, you cannot do this. Like, I know she kind of already said it, but she really needs to let her. You will go to jail, most likely. Personally, I don't know enough about lawyers, so I don't know if you'll go to jail for, like, getting a sealed file or case or whatever. I don't know if that happens, but I assume because it's illegal. So I just need Laura to, like, talk to her about it, or talk to patients to convince patients to tell Coop not to do it. You know, I feel like if patients knows about it, she might just want Coop to do that illegal thing, because even though it's illegal, because she's desperate to get in the clear and, like, everyone to know she's not insane and she's not the bad person, you know. So I just need everyone to get their acts together. Not everyone, just her, on the two of them, honestly. Also, where the hell was Patience this episode? I honestly, because it was the 100th episode, I thought she would be there. It's like, yeah, like, it's fine. It's, like, not that big of a deal. But also, like, where the hell was she? Was she there and I'm just an idiot? Maybe not. I don't know. I just didn't get how they had her, or they didn't have Patience. And they had that weird-ass roommate who I do not like. I mean, I honestly said I didn't like her before. But the fact that she popped up when, like, Leila came to the house to get the keys and was like, oh, I thought you and Jordan were cooling off. I thought you were on a break, because he used to be, like, talk all about the wedding, but then he stopped. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, what the hell are you talking about? He stopped talking about it because it's on hold for her to get better. You don't know shit. He will not talk to you for reasons. Shut the fuck up. And the way she was, like, eavesdropping on the girls, I'm like, oh my gosh, surprise wedding. Like, first of all, was the surprise wedding a good idea? No. But, like, girl, get the fuck out. That's why I'm happy Liv was like my best friend and I, or, like, my bestie and I, were trying to have a conversation. Like, get out. Like, first of all, Liv calling Leila her bestie just made my heart go, because I adore them. But it's also like, get the fuck out. And she's like, okay, I'll just go to my room. Like, yeah, girl, you are not friends with them. You are their roommate. Or you're not even their roommate. You're their boyfriend's roommate, which is really weird, and you need to get out. It's like, because, oh my gosh, I'm happy, like, Leila stopped when she came in about the surprise wedding, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Because I was worried that, because the girl was excited, I'm saying the girl because I don't remember her name, she was excited about the surprise wedding, and I thought, oh no, like, if she's excited, like, Leila's going to be as well. But I'm happy Leila was like, what the hell? Because as happy as I am about them getting married in the future, and as much as I want them to get married, and I thought, yes, it would be cute this episode, because 100th episode, but it's like, Leila's not ready. Like, I'm so happy Liv was there, and, like, shooed that girl off, even though I think Leila would have as well. But I'm happy she got her away and, like, was talking to Leila, even though she couldn't convince Leila, Jordan had to, and she went to Jordan. But it's like, I'm happy she did, and was kind of, like, trying to get her off of it, and I'm so happy Liv called Jordan, or texted Jordan and told him, because, like, like I said, as much as I like want them to get married, and I obviously know they will, and as excited I am to see it, it's like she's not ready. Like, yes, she's improved, but it's a lot, you know? And I get her talking to Coop kind of like inspired it, which I usually blame things on Coop. This time I didn't, because it genuinely wasn't her fault. Like, she was going through her mom's like wedding stuff to like help with her homework because she was struggling, and she asked Coop, you know, like, what's the scariest thing you've ever done? And first of all, the fact that Coop said performing like on the stage, because like after everything, like coming back and performing, was insane. Like, okay, I get that, like I get it's scary, but the fact that she didn't say getting shot, probably, or when I almost got arrested, like that was a bit insane. But like I get what she meant, like that is scary, but I would say getting shot or almost getting arrested, to be honest. That might just be me, because dying scares me. But like I get her saying that to Leila kind of inspired it, but it was not her fault, because I think Leila was like trying, because she was excited about the party, throwing the party for the championship, and she wanted to make it special, and I feel like she was kind of spiraling after seeing the her mom's wedding dress, and then talking to Coop. She kind of was like started spiraling, and was like, I'm gonna plan a wedding, like a surprise wedding. It's like, if she was in a better place, I would have been totally fine with it. She wasn't. And you could tell, like, yes, like I said, she is better, but like therapy is helping her quite a bit, and she's improved, but it's still not 100%. And like, I don't want her going into that wedding, like, not regret, but I'm worried if she does it now, she's gonna end up like her parents, which they're already not. Like, you could, like Jordan said when he found her in the dress and everything, we already know we're not like your parents. Like, 100%, like, the way they love each other and they are there for each other, even though, and they're not even married, and, like, all, like, with her mental health, and her mom's mental health went downhill when she got married, and, like, that was the downfall, and, like, he didn't know how to do it. Like, they're already so much better than them, already great at communicating, great at helping each other, and so, like, he just wants her, like he said, he wants her, like, to know, like, she cannot live or without being his wife, or not that, but like, she already knows she can't live without him, but when she's like ready, like, he knows she's not ready. And like, I get like why like she was spiraling because of everything, but it's like, I'm so happy Liv called Jordan and like convinced him, or like told him, because I was worried. I really was. Like, girl was spiraling, and like her talk with Jordan, like, Jordan's so incredible. Like I said this last episode, but I'm gonna say it again, his growth brings me to tears, because it's like, he's so loving to her, and he just wants her happy. He's like, I want to marry you, but like, I don't care how long it takes. I will wait to make sure you are okay, and you are ready, and you are mentally like okay, so we can like get into this and be good. It's like, oh my gosh, he's so good to her. Like, oh my gosh, it was so cute. Like, the way he looked at her too, and it's like, I'm just so happy she has him. After all that she's gone through with relationships, I'm so happy she has him. And he's so good to her. And whenever they get married, I will be sat ready to go. And I think after this conversation, it's going to come sooner. Not that we think, but it's going to come sooner than like I initially thought. Because I think we're going to see it this season. Some people are saying on Twitter it's happening in a couple episodes, which I'm 100% down for if like Leila's ready. But I also think them talking about this and like is probably going to get them to like actually like do it sooner. I don't know. I think it's happening. But then I'm also wrong, because I'm probably wrong, because I also thought Spencer and Liv were going to get engaged this episode. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I'm a delusional motherfucker, and just because it's the 100th episode, I thought they were going to do something big, which they obviously did. But when we opened, like, after the dream, and Liv was there with Spencer, and he said something about how he could wake up to her every, like, day, or he loves waking up to her every day. I'm like, oh my gosh, so cute. They're gonna get engaged by the end of the episode. Like, that's him figuring it out. That's what I thought. Which, first of all, that opening scene of them, perfection. I love domestic Bolivia. Like, oh my gosh. But then when, what was it? When they were in front of, like, where Jordan and Leila were gonna get married. First of all, so cute. But I also was like, oh my gosh, they're right in front of it. They're gonna get engaged. He's gonna propose to her. And he was, like, saying stuff about, like, what he said, like, that morning, or not that morning, but, like, earlier that week in the morning. And then he got out that case. When he first got out, I thought he was about to kneel. And then he handed it to her. I'm like, okay, a little different proposal, but, like, I'm totally fine with it. Like, come on, yes. And then it was the key, which I'm fine with, because I think them moving in together is so cute, and I've been wanting something like that. Like, here's the thing. Would I like an engagement before the season ends? Yes. But I feel like we are probably going to get it before the season ends, to be honest. So I'm fine with them moving in for now, because I've been wanting them to, even though they practically already live together. I'm so happy she's going to move into the beach house with him, and then thankfully the roommate's going to get kicked out. I thought that was so perfect, and I wanted to cry because I was so happy for them. They're so perfect. And, like, that was 100% what they were talking about in those interviews. Because, like, I mean, I don't know why I thought they were going to get engaged. It's just the fact that they are on the main ship, and, like, we knew something big was going to happen with them. I just thought, because it was raining, we knew it was raining, even before we saw the episode during the championship game. I assumed we were going to get a rain kiss from either Bolivia or Jordala, but I also thought we were going to get, like, a rain proposal. I thought he was going to propose to her after they won the game. And also, I'm just really upset we didn't get to see any of them, like, after the game, but, you know, it's fine. But them moving in together, I'm fine with it, but they need to get engaged. I'm just saying I need an engagement, because we most likely will not get to see the wedding, because the show's most likely ending. So an engagement is the closest I'm going to get. So I need it. I do. It's just, I'm so happy, like this because of this stuff for them. Because they were doing so well this season. Like, their communication is on it. And I think it's also just the fact that Liv's grown so much since London. And she's just doing so well. And I'm so happy for her. Like, I'm so happy she stood her ground with that Quinn person, who I think's the publisher. Like, Quinn called her in the morning and was like, yeah, it's good, but it's boring. Yeah, we need, like, the affair. It's like, I get, like, you don't want a book to be boring, but a memoir, or not even a biography about someone's dead father, like, you're not gonna want to bring up the affair. Like, I don't care if it's drama or not, you're not gonna want to bring it up. And I get, like the drama part, like, people like drama, but I also get where Liv was coming from. And I'm happy she stood her ground, because no, her dad, like, that was a mistake. Her dad is an incredible person, and she wrote the book to honor that, and honor him, not tarnish his name. And, like, talk about, like, the difference he's made in so many people's lives. Like, I'm so happy for her. Even though the book is not going to be published, I'm kind of upset, because I wanted her to become an author. And I thought that's where this was going. And to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I still think that's where it's going. I think Quinn's going to maybe like that she stood her ground and just decide to publish it. Which I'm hoping. But who the hell knows? I'm just happy. I'm so happy she did that. I just am, because, like, she really needed to do that. Like, it was just, that is just such a good way to show her growth. Like, I think they showed everyone's growth really well this episode, even though Coop fucked up, you know, at the end, wanting to do illegal shit. I think they did a really good job doing it. It's just, I don't know, I just thought this was a really solid 100th episode. That might just be me, but I thought it was good. Like, would I have liked to see, like, more of the game? 100%. Even though we got to see a good amount of it. And I loved the little moments of, like, Jordan, Spencer, and Asher, like, at the end, when they won, because I thought Asher was going to be pissed off, but then Asher, like, pointed at them, was smiling, was happy for them. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then also the scene with Spencer and Jabari on the field, that was so cute. Like, I loved that. But I don't know why. I wanted almost the whole episode to be dedicated to that, just because of how big it was. It was great, what they did, but, like, I wanted to see more of, like, Leila and Liv and Coop and Chris, Laura and Grace all on the field, or, like, watching the game. Like, I wanted to see their we saw their reaction to them winning, but I wanted to see them run on the field, hug them, because I wanted a rain kiss. But, I mean, other than that, it was a good-ass episode. That might just be me. I don't know. But I thought it was good. Because I think, like I said, 100th episodes, you have to do something big. And they did it with the championship, but they also did a really good job, like, with the closure and everything. They just did a good-ass job. And I'm excited to see, like, where next episode and, like, the next 5 episodes, I think. Because there are 15, I think. 15 or 16. I want to say there are 15. I'm pretty sure there are 15. Because they added 2. So we have 15 episodes left. And I'm 5 episodes left. And I'm excited to see, like, where it goes now that we're done with, like, the college football, for Spencer at least. Because now we're entering the NFL era. And because we saw in the promo, he's starting to, like, interview with people for NFL and talk to coaches and just people. And I'm really excited to see where it goes, because I've been wanting, like, one thing about the show is I wanted to see, like, part of Spencer's journey, like, transitioning to the NFL, and I wanted to see his journey in it. Even if we won't see him play in the NFL, I'm excited we get to see the draft coming up, because I know that's in a couple episodes, but we're also going to, like, see, like, him transitioning and doing all this. So I'm really excited for that. And then, I don't know, because that's the only thing that's really changing. Because I don't know, I mean, I guess Liv's storyline is going to be different now, because, like, the book, but I think the book's still going to get published, so that's technically still her storyline. I don't know. I guess not. We'll see next episode, because this is where I start to go, like, I don't know, because the last thing, like, from the beginning of the season, I knew about the championship, I'm pretty sure, but now, like, I was like, besides knowing we're gonna see the draft, I don't know shit, but I guess we'll see. I'm really excited, but I think that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry it was a mess, as always. I mean, I'm not surprised, but still sorry. But thank you again for listening, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 10.